Hey, what's the drop rate of a legendary Ender Dragon pet? Yeah, it's pretty low. It's like 0.04% or something. No, no, I'm done. No, it's too low for me. Why is it so rare? To understand what I mean by this, we have to go back to late February, when Hypixel released the pets update in Skyblock. Out of the 26 new pets they added in the update, there were two pets that stood out the most. Two pets that were ridiculously rare. The Phoenix pet and the Ender Dragon pet. I wanted to get both of these pets, but the problem is that because these pets are so rare and expensive, there is no way I could get both of them. So I could only go for one of them. I had to make that decision. Now, I've already made a video on the Phoenix pet, the legendary one in specific, but the problem with that is that it's kind of useless. Most of the abilities that are on the Phoenix pet already exist in other forms. Like, if you want to fly on your private island, like the Phoenix pet lets you, you can just use magical mushroom soup. Or if you want to not lose coins on death, you can just use a piggy bank. You know, things like that. There's alternatives. By eliminating the Phoenix pet from the list of things I could go for, the only other logical answer was to go for the Ender Dragon pet. There's two ways I could have gotten this pet. I could have bought it on the auction house, or I could have got it myself by grinding. The problem with buying it on the auction house is that it costs an insane amount of money. Look at this. 550 million for a level 100. Yeah, it's really good, but still 472 million for a level 1. Now, I don't know about you or anything, but I don't have 500 million coins to go spend on a pet, especially when I could just get the drop by facing like 4 summoning eyes, which only cost like 2.4 million and not 500 million. That left me with only one other option, actually grinding for it manually. And the way I was going to do that was by actually doing dragons, because I've totally never done those before. The problem with doing that is that getting this drop from a dragon is absurdly rare. It's about a 0.04% chance with 4 summoning eyes placed, and with 100% magic find. 100% magic find is pretty easy to get right now if you have max potions, but still, 0.04%. That is like 1 in 2,000. So as the weeks went by, every day I'd buy greater backpacks full of summoning eyes, use them on dragons, and lose all of my money in hopes of getting the pet. Until eventually, I had 0 coins left. I had no money to grind for the pet. About 2 weeks later, I started up another stream and attempt to gain the Ender Dragon pet. And within not even an hour of starting it, this is what happened. We're gonna get a superior dragon, okay? Is it gonna... Wise dragon. Wow. Okay, that was a wacky position, but I somehow managed to hit it. Alright, we're not gonna pick up any loot we get from this guy. Alright. Alright, a little bit of damage. Ah, ender chest. Enchanted obsidian. Can you hover over your runes well so I can see the enchant? It's literally maxed enchants. It's all you need to know. DH5, Power Hunter 5, and everything else besides Flame and Punch. Power Hunter 5. Did I say Power Hunter 5? I didn't say that. Oh, Tiger Pet, level 36. Alright. I just got it! We just got it! We got... That was the first one, the first pet, and it was a legendary. What? After spending weeks trying to get this pet, it finally happened. I had obtained the rarest pet in Skyblock. I mean, you could argue that the Phoenix pet is rare, but that's just based on luck. You could have minor armor in the deep caverns and kill some zombie with 100 health and get it. It's happened before, trust me. The fact of the matter is that getting a Phoenix pet doesn't really require much skill, you just gotta get insanely lucky. But with the Ender Dragon pet, you actually have to do dragons. The thing that makes the legendary variant more rare than the epic version of the pet is that you only have a 20% chance of it being legendary. That's why there's so many more epic Ender Dragon pets instead of legendary Ender Dragon pets on the auction house. I feel like I should actually show you guys the perks of this pet because you're probably wondering why I was going for it in the first place, so let's do that. So right here is a level 100 variant of the Ender Dragon pet, so it's completely maxed out. Everything you see here is the best it can be. So first of all, you get 50 strength and 50 crit damage, as well as 10% crit chance. So that's really good right there. End Strike, pretty good ability. You deal 25% more damage to end mobs. This is pretty good for killing things like dragons. Now, the next ability here is one of my favorites. One with the Dragon. It buffs the aspect of the Dragon Sword by 50 damage and 30 strength. That makes it better than a Midas. That is not even a joke. Now you might be wondering, Pigicial, I thought the Midas sword was better than the aspect of the dragons. And for a while you were correct. But now the times have changed. If I go over here to the auction house, you can see Midas sword, 290 damage, 145 strength. Aspect of the dragons, 295 damage, 155 strength. An item that normally costs 50 million coins is worse than an item that costs normally 4 million coins. The third ability is insanely strong, a 10% stat boost on all stats, so 10% more health, defense, strength, crit damage, magic find. Every stat in the game is boosted by 10%. Unfortunately, when you get this pet, it only comes at level 1, so as soon as I got it, I started working to level it up. My main method of leveling up this pet fairly quickly was by killing tier 4 revenant bosses in the coal mines, and with max combat experience boost, I was gaining like 550,000 to 600,000 experience per hour. And since that pet is a combat pet, that XP went not only into leveling up my combat skill, but also the pet. About 2 weeks after I obtained the pet, I had gotten it to level 90, but there was a small problem. I was only halfway done to getting it to level 100. I could have spent many more hours killing zombies or ghast, but I didn't want to do that anymore, because that's just very boring. Thankfully, someone in the guild was selling their level 100 dragon pet, and I offered them 34 million coins to trade my level 90 for their level 100. I will trade for a level 100. I'd say this is a fair deal. And there we go. It has been made. Thank you for doing business, sir. I now have a maxed out pet. And the level 100 legendary ender dragon pet had been obtained. It's weird to think that there's probably only 50 people on the server at most with this exact version of the pet where it's level 100 and it's legendary. That means out of the 4.5 million players who have played Skyblock, only 50 of them have unlocked this pet. I'm just assuming there, but that is 0.001% of the player base. Now, one thing I want to do in this video is obviously showcase the perks and test everything out. I want to get a maxed aspect of the dragons and sell this Midas sword because it's just not good anymore. The clickbait of it is over. I gotta sell it. The first thing I need to do is to get a clean aspect of the dragons. I don't want to buy one from the auction house. Alright, we have 4 summoning eyes here. We can use this on a dragon. Actually, no. 4 eyes is kind of boring. We're doing 8 eyes. Spawn the dragon. Okay, this is the one time where I'm kind of hoping it's not superior. Just so I don't feel bad. Okay, we got a young dragon. Where's the dragon? Oh, hello. I'm gonna just stab you now. 300k. Okay. I realize I'm spending more money on this dragon than the sword actually costs, but I don't care. Nope, die. Give me the final blow. Yes, I got the item I needed. Good. We got it. If I want to max this thing out, I'm gonna need every enchant, just like this Midas sword has. We're talking a Dragon Hunter 5, Sharpness 6, Giant Killer 6, all of that stuff. Okay, let's do the hot potato books first, just because that'll make it look cool. 95. I'm just gonna start combining stuff and hope good things happen. So now we have these 3 books here, and they all have a bunch of enchants other than this one. 118. This better not cost me 500 level. Oh my god. And done. It has been made. Alright, a little bit of a pro tip, but if you go to the gold mine, and then you come over here to this rusty NPC, you can add telekinesis for 100 coins. I now have telekinesis. I need some reforges though. That would be good. We're gonna get the spicy reforge. There we go. It has been done. We have obtained the maxed AOTD, better than a Midas sword. Okay, let's just have a little bit of fun. So if I hold this sword, I have 682 strength and 763% crit damage. That is like overkill. But you know what? We can get more, alright? I need more talismans. Now I have how much? 695 strength and 793 crit damage. We can go more. This gives me 25 strength. This gives me 30 strength. 759 strength. And 793 crit damage. What? But we can get even more. Alright, this is just getting overkill at this point. We're going to swap from the AOTD to the Scorpion Foil because we have the same amount of crit damage, but we have a lot more strength. 893 strength, 793 crit damage. I want to get 1000 crit damage. That is my goal for today. If I use this, the orb is placed, and I have this set on. 416,000 damage. What the heck? 416. That is so much damage to a spider. That one was a bit less, but the tuba, or the orb went away. 1000 crit damage. What? This is too much crit damage for one person to handle. 590k. What? 590,000 damage. If I hit this zealot, how much will I do? 261,000 damage. Or to an enderman, not even a zealot. 322. Okay, never mind. It does like the exact same amount. Okay, so with my aspect of the dragons, with all the boosts, I deal 321,000 damage. I deal 293,000 damage. Actually, no, 311k. I didn't have the tuba there. So 321 to 311. Basically a 10k damage difference. Bro, the fact that you can actually deal this much damage is just ridiculous. Remember my Emerald Blade video? Remember how in that video I did like 60,000 damage? We're out here with a worse sword than an Emerald Blade, dealing like 300,000 damage. Okay, if we take off the pet, I deal 144,000. I'm legitimately dealing like 120% more damage. So I'm in a bit of a situation where I have two insanely powerful swords, a maxed Midas and a maxed AOTD. So I'm thinking the only logical thing to do is to sell the Midas sword. I know it's a sad day. I've had this Midas sword for months. This is actually my second Midas sword because I did have a 49 mil one at one point. We're going to put it on the auction house. It's completely maxed. It has been auctioned. It sold for 75 million. I got completely ripped off. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed this, consider leaving a like and subscribing. More Skyblock videos are on the screen here. My guess is that there's a myth-busting playlist on the top left, and then a myth-busting video on the bottom left, and then somewhere on the right, there is a Phoenix Pet video, and also the subscribe button. So click on one of those. Yeah.